Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, and today we will see how we can make different thumbnails on Canva. I have been using Canva for years now to create different thumbnails and some cool looking thumbnails also. Sometimes it requires just a simple thumbnail, but sometimes the thumbnail might have different elements to it. So how do we create different thumbnails on Canva? Let's get started with it. So we will be reverse engineering one of the thumbnail that I just created long ago, and this is an example of simple thumbnail. All I have to do is just get this background image, and after that I just remove the background of this particular image of Messi and added this trophy, and also just added these elements and added the glow feature. So this is one of the simplest thumbnails out there, and it got a massive amount of CTR. Like, it got more than 20% CTR for the first 24 hours, and even after the 48 hours the CTR was around 17 to 18%. So it worked quite well. But sometimes the thumbnails might require a little more elements. You can see that a lot is going on in this thumbnail also. Like, I added these bullets individually, and also the background text, and all these AI created or generated elements have been added also. You can see this one is different and this one is added from different source. So it requires a lot to create these thumbnails. Now let's dive deep into this particular thumbnail and see how it was made. So let me create a duplicate, and over here you can see that this particular image was not available on Canva. So I just got it from one of the website, and after that I took a screenshot of that particular chart from that particular website. And since you can see the color difference over here and it don't look that great, so I added a gradient over here and it removes this particular edge. Now you can see that it is gone. So how do we find it? Just go into the elements, and over here when you click on this option of search and search for gradient, then just select it, and over here go into the graphics, and now you will be able to find different gradients over here. Just use one of the gradient, and I have used the similar gradient on the top as well. Like, when I remove it you will be able to see the difference, and the difference is quite visible. So I just added this gradient over here and at the bottom, and also at this side. Now I added this particular text and changed the font from this, and over here I chose Anton, and for again I just added a different color and I took it in yellow as it looks more pleasing, and the arrow going down and up is also in yellow. So this element of yellow is also different and it matches with the text. I added this particular question mark in order to invoke the emotion of curiosity in the viewer who is going to watch this particular thumbnail. And the Bitcoin is added over here because this video is all about Bitcoin halving. So these elements invoke the subconscious of a particular person, and when you look closely at the top right hand side corner you will be able to find that there's some imperfect green lining which is going up. It was created by me, and if I remove it this is how it will look, but I added it to give some kind of imperfection, as human minds tends to click on these particular thumbnails with a little bit of imperfection in order to see and find the mistakes in that particular video also. So this is the basis of adding this particular imperfection lines at the top right hand side corner, and I did it by using this option of draw at the left hand side, and over here you can select different markers and draw anything. In case if you want to erase that particular thing, just simply select the eraser and you will be able to remove it. So this is how I was able to add this particular lining. Now as for Bitcoin, you just have to search for Bitcoin in the elements like Bitcoin, and you will be able to find plenty of Bitcoin images over here. This is quite easy. And now let me remove all the elements one by one so you get to see it quite closely how it was made. So I added this 1 lakh mark, but when you try to select it you won't be able to select it. You know why? Because it is in the background and the foreground is this particular arrow. So how do we select it? Let me do the Control Z, and when you go move it down and select it, then you will be able to select it. But how do we select it without moving the foreground image or content? So for that, just click on this option of position at the top, and then you will be able to find the option of layers. In case if it is on arrange for you, just click on layers. After that, just select any particular layer that you want to select, and you will be able to move it quite freely. And this is one of the easiest ways to select any particular layer and move it. So I added this particular figure because everyone is predicting Bitcoin to go to the all-time high and reach this particular figure. So to make this particular thumbnail relatable, this element was added. And when we remove it, you will be able to see that it is gone. And let's remove the arrow, and let's remove the hand drawn lines. And after that, when I remove this particular Bitcoin, this is how it will look. Now let me remove the gradient from bottom, and this is how it will look. Now let me remove gradient at the top, gradient from the right hand side, it is gone too. And let me remove the question mark again and text. So I started only with this, and it was all black. This is how it was built. Now let me get all of the things back. So this is how this thumbnail was built. I hope you liked this video, and if you want more of these tutorials, then you can just simply comment down below and I will be happy to make these tutorials for you. And in case if you want to know anything else, just comment down below. I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel for more such content.